नैन के नूर लाड लो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है। तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
और ऐसी माताएं तो हमने देखा है इतनी अच्छी लगन की होती हो, जो अपने टीचर से भी अच्छी होती हो। बस एक बाबा सिवाय कुछ भी नहीं। बीमार भी पड़ेंगी तो भी बाबा 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 करती रहे। और अगर योग में कहो बैठो तो भले वो योग की बहुत सूक्ष्म होती बातें, पर आप उन सूक्ष्म को भी छोड़ो। बस मन में एक साथ बाबा याद रहता, उसका नाम है मोमबत्ती। तो आप सबको मोमबत्ती में बुलाया। मोमबत्ती का अर्थ ही है कि मन के संकल्प में भी आप बाबा के सिवाय कोई याद नहीं करो। कोई याद आना माना व्यर्थ संकल्प हुआ। तो आप सब इस व्यर्थ संकल्पों को छोड़ बाबा की शक्ति ले जाओ। सन्यासी आद तो हठ योग करते, पर आप हमारी मीठी भोली भाली बाबा की माताओं को क्या हठ योग सिखावे? कौन सा हठ योग करो? प्राणायाम चलाओ, एक टांग पर नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं। परंतु सच्ची लगन से अगर आप ही बाबा की सच्ची सच्ची खुद को समझो। क्या समझो? एक तो हम है सच्ची सच्ची साजन की सजनिया। सजनियों को साजन याद है। हम है सच्ची सच्ची राम की सीताएं। हम है सच्ची सच्ची गोपी वल्लभ की गोपिकाएं। हम है शिव शक्ति माताओं का अवतार, शक्ति अवतार। हमें ही कहा गया है शिव की शक्तियां। तो आप सब शक्तियां जिसको कहा गया है पार्वती, तो आप ऐसे भोलानाथ शिव की पार्वतियां बैठे हो। पार्वतियां कहती हूँ तो मुझे एक बात याद आती। दादी बाबा ने एक बार पट्टी कराई योग की, कराची की बात है। तो कहा सभी पार्वतियां हो बैठो। जैसे शिव की पार्वती हिमालय पर बैठ तपस्या की, सुना होगा ना कि पार्वती शिव की हिमालय पर बैठ शिव की याद की तपस्या की।
निराली शान है, दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी। आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration, purity and unity. Give all the religious and political leaders an experience of purity and unity. Because they lack this, both of those authorities are weak. The special way to make the authority of religion free from this is to prove purity and to prove unity in front of the authority of politics. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 4. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. Today's topic, purity and unity. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone happy, double light. Baba says, if you have to become double crown, highness and holiness, then what you need is purity. Because it's a very beautiful concept which that how in golden age both the powers were combined. King was also the leader, like Sri Krishna's example, that he was divine, he was like king, but also he was very, very diplomat, right? They considered Sri Krishna to be the best politician, right? How he dealt with Kauravas and how he helped Pandavas to be victorious, and but then spoke so many beautiful verses that today we have memorial and what we call as Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Gita, they show spoken by Sri Krishna. So it's a combination, right? Even know that Gita had been spoken by Shiv Baba at confluence age. But then who became the chariot? Brahma Baba. Then he set so many systems which are very unique. Because I know that someone recently, head of a big company, was asking me, how did whole thing began? Like until now, when there was a kitchen or any department began, only one person was kind of coordinator. So he was saying that in all three campuses, you have one person or different. So it's locally, yes, they are different, but coordinator is still one. So they wanted to understand the system because system is working, right? Even whatever little problems are seen here, there, but basically all the department coordinators are very, very, very cooperative and also very efficiently they are run. Someone was asking yesterday, Didi Sudesh, who had been given responsibility of cancer over, and she was sharing that how every department is doing what they are supposed to do. It's only there are certain things when they come up to find the right solution, they will go for advice to Didi Sudesh. I see same in Shantivan. Day to day, everyone, whatever they have to do, they are doing. Just if I went around kitchen one time, only their request was, can we have a class? We are 100 of us. Can we have a spiritual chit chat? Or if they have any requirement, they will mention. So it's very, very interesting that how Baba, Shiv Baba, through Brahma Baba, set up the whole yagya. And then it continues into big centers, small centers, retreat places. So they follow almost most of the things. They get organized in the same way. Now, all these capacities were not in any one of us. Most of us came when we were very young. We didn't know anything. But how Baba taught us what to do, how to be a good instrument. So it's the purity. In golden age, you will build palaces, not because you are a good engineer, but it's from purity. So purity helps us to use all matter in a proper way. So that then in Copper Age, they got divided. When different prophets came, but then there were two souls in each one, right? So when the soul enters to be a messenger, then one became king and one became the head of the religion. So power got divided. Rajniti, politics and religion. But then at Confluence Age, again, it is combined. When we say Dadi Prakashmani was the administrative head, so people then ask us, but who is the spiritual head? So actually she is. So we asked Brother Ramesh that why? Said because Shiv Baba is our spiritual head. So we don't call any one as spiritual head because Baba's teachings are shared by, practiced and shared by those who become instruments. So now again, both powers are combined. And this way, the holiness and highness, the two crowns for the deities, are known from these powers or authorities. So it's very interesting that combination of both is unity. Otherwise, they both will give different direction, right? The religion might say something, politics might say something, but it doesn't happen here. Very unique and very interesting concept to understand properly. So, but what Baba wants us to give the message of purity so they know that purity can bring unity. give all the religions and political leaders an experience of purity and unity. Baba said, because they lack this, both of those authorities are weak. So Baba says, special way to make the authorities of religion free from this is to, Baba says, prove that purity and to prove unity in front of the authorities of politics. Luckily, today our nation also has a person who lives the life of purity, right? And so he visits pilgrimage places, and he also got deep into Ganges, right? So he is very much political, but also believes in different practices of religion. So a kind of strength which helps him to govern in a way where he thinks of poor, he thinks of weak, he thinks of all our pilgrimage places now are so beautiful. If you go to Somnath, if you go to Ayodhya, if you go to Mathura, wherever you go, they have become like places for tourists. And so it's like changing the ordinary pilgrimage places into a very beautiful places. So I think that everything is happening right now. Our president of India also has same, very, very spiritual. In president house, meat has never been served because she said, no, we all are vegetarian. And they cook very good vegetarian food that people don't even ask. So I think that it's a very, very beautiful thing happening at Confluence Age. So we should understand, try to implement. And as Baba said, that you had been given sustenance of good atmosphere, good company. In return, you should also do that, is to create good atmosphere and also help others with your elevated company. It's such a beautiful teachings, and we have to implement them. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good morning.
Hello, Om Shanti Shireen Ben.
How are you doing?
Good, where are you?
I'm in Hyderabad. So
Oh,
I
you,
was listening to what you were saying about the pilgrimage places. My whole family, they went to the Kumbh Mela. So I'm taking care of my dad.
they went.
They went to the Kumbh Mela. They're there now.
So
And
they are okay there.
they're okay there. That's what I was saying when you were saying about how everything is arranged so well. They've been sending me videos. They're so beautiful. The arrangement is so beautiful. It's so clean, and everything is like their tents they're staying in is so wonderful. So lots of people. I heard lots of people.
Yeah.
But
That's
still,
another thing.
even
Billions.
millions. Even with all of the people, they said the arrangements were very, very good.
You didn't go.
No. Someone had to take someone had to take care of my dad, and I was really not interested. It was like too many people. Yeah.
So your dad didn't go. He's there.
Yeah. He's almost 90, Didi. So he can't really travel, and he can't really go anywhere.
Yeah,
Someone has to be here to look after him.
that's good.
Um, I was thinking about purity, and I was thinking about Sunday's Murli, where Baba was talking about being a constant great donor. And so he was telling us it's not just being a donor, but how can you be a constant great donor? And that was my question to you. Is if I'm a constant great donor, does purity come first or constant great donor comes first? Which one should I be doing?
Purity. Because
Purity.
the source, your source of strength is purity. And from that strength, you becoming donor, right? In the
Right.
sense of you have forgiveness, you are kind, you are compassionate, and the feelings of helping, feelings of cooperation, all that comes from purity. Otherwise, you are like kind of non-cooperative or many such things which are not lack of purity, whether it is control or whether it is ego or insecurity, whatever reason. But when there is purity, then definitely you are a great donor.
Right, right. So about this constant, like he was telling us about being constant. And so the question is here is when we are faced with challenging situations, when we are faced with our own sanskaras, someone else's sanskaras, how do we maintain this constantly?
No, because when Baba has taught us about Mansa Seva and then constantly have good wishes, so even there is conflict, but if you have really good wishes, it won't be conflict, no, in the sense of things will work out. There will be harmony, there will be unity, So I think that purity will help us, and as much we are becoming. So, donor is through thoughts, words, and actions, right? So, when we say thoughts, then really there is not possible to have any clash or anything. And even our sanskars, even if they emerge, we immediately notice it and we change it into some kind of virtues, that, think of why I'm getting impatient, why I'm getting irritated, kind of self correction keep constantly happening. So it's like your feelings of helping, feelings of being kind. I mean, all that is because of, purity, but also great donor could only be possible, consistent donor through thoughts, words, and action. You can't all the time just actions or words, but lot through the thoughts.
So to be a great donor, to be a constant donor, there has to be constant checking too. Like what you're saying is there has to be constant self-correction too.
No, Baba says if you have purity, if you have connection with Baba, self-realizations will happen. And when there is realization, you change. Like if you see you said something or you did something or people expect something else from you and you couldn't do, you could see, it's like a garden. If all the plants and trees get enough water, enough sun, they keep blossoming. So those who are around you, are they happy? Are they tension free? Are they progressing? Are they more spiritual? Shows what you are giving to them, right? And
Right.
that is how people always say that leader is recognized through the team. If the team is very active and accurate, because leadership is good, right?
Right.
So constant natural realization, checking is still strong, like you're checking on someone, or you are realizing and let others also realize, and they come to you and say, "Oh, I shouldn't have done this," or I don't have to keep saying to anyone. So it's constant realization and constant transformation also happen.
Right. It's interesting, Didi, that when what you're saying is when we realize then everyone around us, they'll automatically realize that we don't have to say much. Yeah.
It is better now that I don't have to say because
Right. Right.
you know,
What I've noticed.
lot of good decent people. Yesterday we had someone and he said, I never like to complain. I never like to say a word about anything. Two brothers were saying, and I was surprised that nobody really wants to say anything about anyone. And they see, they know, but they just say, no, I am not saying it, you know. So I think that, but that way the realization happens.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Um, the other thing that was very interesting in Sunday's Murli was Baba was saying you have to do this drill. And I wanted to ask you practically, how do you do this drill of being a master and a child? Like, what is this drill? Is it like a thought drill, like we say, oh, go to the soul world like that, but it's not a drill like that, is it?
See, like physically, when you do any exercise, then you move your hands and feet, and you know, in the same way, the thinking, the thought is really what drill is about. So, thought of if you say internally to yourself, and also one of when you say it internally or think that way, but also there is another way is you act that way. You know, like you experiment with that. Experiment in the sense of you give your ideas, then you let go. And then as a child, whatever comes to you, you are very, very respectful, very obedient. So for me, drill is like how do something you have to remember, you know, remind yourself that I am Baba's child, but Baba is making us master, and but still I have to be child, right? So take few thoughts, you know, maybe once in a day or whenever. Take that, so it will become now habit of the mind to think that way at the right time. You know, that means you are flexible, you are very light. Otherwise, there are some people they get so upset because my idea was not accepted. For me, for even for programs, I say, this is what my thought is, but still you all do what you think is better or more practical. But I just express. And when I find they have taken that thought, I'm happy. But if they haven't, it's okay, you know, because maybe right time it will happen. So exercise drill is really meant is mentally thinking that way, you know. So maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then when you are in practical, to have maintain that stage. You know, when you are able to maintain a stage, that means you have practice. But if you don't remember at right time, and still you are upset, still you are not happy, that means you haven't done enough drill or practice, or in a way reminding yourself, you know. So this is a very subtle, it's a drill through the thoughts.
Right, right. Beautiful, beautiful. That's something I want to practice actually today. Just this very subtle thing of, because Baba kept saying that, and I was like, what do you mean? The other thing I wanted to ask you from Sunday's Murli was this whole royal form of I. How is this subtle ego coming to us? What is this royal form of I?
If, let's say, you have been giving ideas or something and they are successful, so internally you say, look, this is what I said. So it's like one is it's good to appreciate that your thinking is like that, your intellect is clear. Other is if we are not careful, then it becomes like a little bit of ego. That is I. What I think is always right, what I say is always right. As I'm saying, it is not wrong to know that you are right. So your self-trust can build. But also be careful that that's not changing into ego, subtle ego. So that subtle ego is I. And inside you feel very proud, which is also not bad because that's your respect, self-respect, to appreciate your own thoughts and your own intellect, but not to have ego. So we have to be a little careful about that. So that is what Baba meant, I. Keep saying I said it, you didn't do it. I generally like we shoved is better than I. We
Oh,
all
right.
decided. We all came together. Not I. So as I said, some develop ego and then they suffer of that.
Right.
Instead of enjoying, you are so good, they don't enjoy, but they suffer. And their suffering is their ego. But if you don't suffer, it's all right. Yeah, very good. Let you all do what you want to do. And asking them also what they think is good. So humility always is you win the hearts of others. Plus they will have lot of respect for you too. Generally people have respect, but we shouldn't be becoming dominating also. Because
Right.
then that subtle ego expressed in many different ways. Either you get upset, you are frustrated. You are upset and frustrated is suffering, no? Because your
Yes.
stage has come down. So we come to know. So then we realize and say, no, I have to be humble and I have to just say, Baba has made me nimit, and so that's why the word nimit is very good. Instrument still is little ego, but I am nimit. That means Baba makes me do. I'm not doing, Baba makes me do. I definitely feel that all the time.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
One last question, Didi. Baba was very interesting because he rarely talks about it this way, that he was saying that, incorporeal in your thoughts, egoless in your words, and viceless in your actions. And I love that explanation of Baba's last three words that he spoke. But what happens? What happens if I miss one of them in my life? Like which one is the least important? Which one? What happens if I, let's say,
I
don't?
think that they are very interconnected. You won't be able to miss, because as much you becoming incorporeal, that much you are becoming viceless and egoless. Because the first practice is incorporeal, right? And then
Right.
automatically from being incorporeal. So as a soul incorporeal, you don't have vices, right? And then also ego about what? Ego is only connected when you are in body conscious, right? Not as incorporeal. There is no ego like incorporeal. Ego is very connected with body. So it's body conscious, right? So I don't think you can miss it. If you are truly practicing incorporeal, automatically you will have other two qualities too.
So that's the most important. Incorporeal is the first one.
Yeah, and important.
Foundation. All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Lily.
When are you here?
Soon, on the 8th.
Hmm.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Tomorrow is Wednesday and our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we'll connect to Double Furnace Madhuma online program at 8:30 a.m. And then in the evening, Avekti. So we have a class by Brother Ken. Aligning consciousness, thoughts, feelings, and actions. So that's the topic, and it will be by Brother Ken. And then in the evening, 5 to 5:15 p.m., Avekti Children Murli class. 6 o'clock, but you will start, followed by Hindi series, English series. So now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
Shanti. Om Shanti.